Christian was there, not a projection, not a dream, not a fleeting vision. He was real, solid, present, and luminous. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Neither spoke, neither moved. They simply looked at each other. Recognition passed silently between them, deep and resonant. The pull of longing was gone, replaced by a quiet awe, a reverent acknowledgement of what had always been, two flames meeting as equals. Christian's eyes softened, reflecting the same radiant energy that Sophia carried. He nodded slightly, a subtle gesture of acknowledgement, not ownership, not expectation, simply present. Sophia felt her breath settle, steadying. The need that she had once felt in dreams or in absence had dissolved. All that remained was recognition, love, and the luminous current flowing between them. She realized with a small, quiet smile that they were both whole, both complete, both free. The room held them in a delicate stillness, the kind that spoke louder than words. And in that gentle arrival, the sixth flame pulsed softly in her chest. Love without possession, union without need, presence without grasping. Sophia and Christian remained facing each other, the silence between them filled not with awkwardness, but with recognition. Christian took a step closer, not to close a distance, but to honor it, a delicate acknowledgement that their connection did not need to consume space to be real. He smiled, warm and steady, and in that smile, Sophia saw everything that she had felt in dreams: care, devotion, understanding, but without urgency, without demand. Christian began and paused, letting the word hang like a feather in the air. Sophia shook her head softly, her own lips curving into a gentle smile. No needs for words, she whispered. We are here. That is enough. A quiet laugh escaped him, soft and full of light. Yes, he said. Enough. Always enough. They moved naturally into the space. Seated across from each other, the fifth flame in Sophia and the pulsing energy in Christian's weaving together. No hands were reached out, no arms were embraced. The bodies mirrored one another's ease, their breaths in quiet harmony, their eyes reflecting mutual reverence. In this simple, unforced communion, they realized something profound. Love does not need possession. Union does not demand clinging. And presence alone, shared fully, is enough. Sophia felt a warm, luminous current swirl between them, a living, breathing flame that neither consumed nor demanded, but simply was. She could feel the pulse of Christian's energy, his essence flowing freely alongside hers, not merging in dependence, but aligning in balance. For the first time in years, she experienced the exquisite freedom of connection without need, a love unburdened by expectations, a sacred dance of equals in the present moment. And in that space, the room itself seemed to hum, the light catching on their still forms, a quiet witness to the sixth flame's truth. Love is not possession, it is presence, it is freedom, it is being together without losing oneself. Sophia shifted slightly, the warmth of the fifth flame in her chest resonating in harmony with the quiet energy that she felt radiating from Christian. They did not speak, words were unnecessary. Every glance, every small movement carried meaning. The air between them seemed alive, humming softly with the pulse of their shared presence. Christian extended a hand, not for possession, but an invitation. Sophia mirrored the gesture. Their fingers brushed lightly, a fleeting spark, gentle and alive. It was a connection not bound by urgency, not driven by desire to hold, but flowing naturally, freely, a recognition of mutual wholeness. Sophia closed her eyes, feeling the energy spiral between them, a living flame weaving masculine and feminine, heaven and earth, presence and resonance. She realized how much that she had grown, and the fifth flame within her allowed this interaction to be effortless, joyful, and grounded. There was no grasping, no need to fill a void, only alignment, only communion. Christian's gaze held hers, calm and radiant, reflecting the same truth. He did not need her to complete him. She did not need him to define her. Yet together they were alive with luminous presence, two flames dancing freely, beautifully intertwined in energy, not in possession. A quiet laugh escaped her lips, soft and full of wonder. He smiled back, and in that moment the entire room seemed to glow. Light catching on the floor, shadows flowing like silk, the air vibrating with a subtle joy. Sophia felt the sixth flame pulse through every cell, every breath, and every heartbeat. Love is freedom, connection is presence, and union is luminous and unbound. And in this embodied connection, she understood fully that the moment profound intimacy is not in holding, but in being together while remaining whole. The flame between them did not consume, it illuminated. It was alive, radiant, and eternal. Sophia placed her hand lightly over her heart, feeling the fifth flame's steady rhythm. She sensed that the energy flowing between them, a living current of union, luminous and unbound. Christian mirrored the gesture, his hand resting over his own chest, and she felt the pulse of his presence merge with hers in perfect harmony. A soft smile passed between them, quiet and knowing. It was a smile that carried centuries of longing, separation, and reunion, yet none of it claimed or clung to the moment. It was pure acknowledgement that we are here, whole, free, and together. The room seemed to breathe with them, the light catching on every surface, reflecting the subtle glow of the sixth flame. Sophia realized that love did not need ownership, desire, or expectations. It only needed presence, it only needed recognition, and it only needed two souls willing to honor each other's wholeness while sharing their lot. A gentle warmth rose in her chest, and she whispered softly, almost to herself, "This is love without possession. This is union without need. This is being together fully while remaining whole." Christian nodded, a quiet affirmation, and in that moment Sophia felt a deep, radiant certainty. They were not defined by circumstances, by longing, or by absence. They were defined by presence, by light, and by freedom. The sixth flame burned steady and eternal between them, a quiet, luminous testament to the love that asks for nothing, yet it gives everything.